Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I have the cue. Apart from that, the rack looks really good. I'll just exchange the cue and maybe 1E. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I have dartles and slarted and probably a few more. Definitely there'll be a host of 8s through floaters. Let's see what opponent provides. I'll be looking at 4 timers as my optimal play if they are accessible after opponent has played. Failing that, I would be looking at the trips, triple word squares, top and bottom. Just looking at this lane here, pluralizing or popping an S on the end of howl, so slarted, dartles, those both don't get the 4 timer. Is there another bingo in that set? Not seeing it. I'm going with dartles for 77. I draw the X with a whole lot of vowels, so I'll be looking to get rid of at least an O, a U and an X. I have ROU on my rack, ROUX, and that plays there for 22. I haven't identified any super hot X spots. Locks here, but terrible rack leave. Okay, opponent bingos. And I'll be looking at ways of scoring with the X. I have axis here, terrible rack leave. I think there might be an S play with the X, but I'm not seeing a 5. Sorex with an E. That doesn't help. Okay, what to do? Oxo here looks alright for 33. I have inorate through an N, and Aubricia through a B, or Aubrietta as well. No B's and no N's. Does the L assist? Not quite laureate. I'd need another E for that, not an I. But the L does look like it assists this rack. Looking at possible ATE endings, not seeing anything there. No, not seeing anything. Does the F assist? And does the S help this rack? I'm not quite seeing anything with the S. I have the EU prefix. Doesn't seem to help. Okay, opponent scores fairly well there with Scream. Still nothing provided for me in terms of eights. One last look at the F. ATE ending word. Not seeing anything, so how about AUA there for 11? Not a great score. Just wondering if I play maybe even AUA across the top's going to score similarly. Yep, I think I'll go with this. It sorts the rack out. Not a great pickup at all. Duplicate the I's and the R's. So a pretty good four-letter leave, T-I-R-E, but it's regressed the rack. Okay, opponent scores well with T-Poi. And I'll be literally looking to get rid of the 3 tiles I picked up. I, R, and U. Looking at ways to do that. I'm still vaguely considering the L, because again it does look like it suits these tiles, helps it along towards bingo territory, although I think I'm a little bit away from an 8 here even with the L. Not seeing a way of scoring tremendously either, so a tricky rack to consider. I suppose I could play trio here, but is there no way to get rid of maybe Rife for 14? Got to be better than changing. Yeah, I'm going with this. Okay, not a bad pickup. I have the ED ending and the IER ending. And now I have an A to consider. And a V. Redo it plus an E. I got under... no. Okay, not seeing anything tremendous with this rack. Anything through the A for a 4-timer. Irradiate, not quite. Virtue. Virtued for 24. Okay, Virtue doesn't take the B. Terrible pickup. 3 I's and a U. So a bit of a struggle this game so far. I haven't been leaving awful racks after each play, so it's been a bit unfortunate with the picks, but that's Scrabble. You gotta just roll with it and work your way towards balancing the rack each and every turn. How best to get rid of the 2 I's? I mean, a play of Zitty would stand out as being the obvious one. This hotspot for the Z doesn't quite seem to help me on this turn. Zia here, I guess. Shocker of a rack leave, but 46 points. Really hard to pass up on. Obviously Zitty here is going to be the preferred one, but that might be taken by opponent. Durzy through the R. Face value. Terrible rack leave. Okay, my Zitty spot remains available, and just looking at Irid here. Oh, it doesn't fit. Yeah, I thought I saw Irid for a moment. So Zitty for 33. Still a long way from a bingo, and I'm beginning to wonder whether I'll even play a bingo this game, apart from Dartles. Another bingo, that is. So what have we got here? Opponent plays fun. Looking at ways of scoring with the Y. Die looks okay. I'd love to get rid of that U, but not seeing a way of doing that and scoring well at the same time. So die for 34. Okay, I draw another U, and now I'm pretty far from bingo territory again. Luckily I do have scoring tiles, so that might be the saving grace with this rack. Looking at plays which utilize both U's. Kuzu is good. That's not available. Kuru. I don't know if Pakia would be good onto an R. Okay, opponent scores well again, 26. So we're more or less level. I don't have a UK play there. Woe, I don't have anything to go on the end of woe. These U's are really hampering bingo prospects. I have Q here, which gets rid of one U as well as a heavyweight. Yeah, I'm not seeing a way of getting rid of both U's. So Q for 23. Okay, I've got the W and duplicate G, so still not great, but I do have the ING ending, so there's light at the end of the tunnel. Although not a bingo friendly board, this one, so I think I'll just focus on score rather than developing the rack towards a bingo. I have nothing for going in the front of EA apart from P. Oh, so I do have pug there, the spot likely to be blocked, as it's a pretty tight board. So pig still plays, and I think I'll go ahead and play that. There's not likely to be much better on offer. Okay, still that WU combo to deal with, and hopefully I'll address that, be able to address that on this next rack. Wondering if there are any extensions to Oxy, like oxytocin, TOCIN. Probably quite a few other eights beginning with oxy. Oxymoron. But I need to focus on my own rack here. I don't have anything for going at the end of go to play down. Okay, opponent keeps the board tight and doesn't provide any scoring opportunities for me. I've got no vowel for going in between. Thought I could play down there, but that's not going to happen. I have an EN play, I guess, but not seeing any way of scoring there. I might just play my M here. Can I get rid of the U though? I might just, seems so weak, but that does get rid of that dreadful U. Okay, now I've got a rack to work with. More is good. Does that play anywhere? Still have the EN start to a word, but not seeing anything there. My M can play here, play of ma. Might well be taken, this area. The board being so tight, and it is. I'll just go with AW to save time. Okay, malines and menials. There are quite a few here. Seminal. Nesmeal, I think, might be good. Or is it... what am I mixing that up with? Nesmeal. Linesman onto an N. Okay, die takes an S and an L. Menials. Yeah, that looks alright. And I'll draw the second blank. I don't think opponent has a bingo with these tiles. Might be wrong. No, doesn't look promising. Blarts is good. Depoys and blessed. 35. Is there a way of going out? I've identified blots. I think blots is good. Or ST, I don't know if dial takes an S actually, I think it might not. But I'm not seeing a play there. Tor takes an S. Doesn't really help me. Oh, wait a sec, there's a E to work with here. I'd have to have another vowel for going above the S, so that doesn't look promising. I think blessed looks okay for 35. And then an R to go out with, Rob at the top, and Rifer. Rifer for 8. It's opponent's turn, but I don't think he realizes. He said thanks, good game, but I'll just remind him it's your turn. So, what to do with the R? Rifer or earn, rob? and thank my opponent for a good game. Final score 417, 332. Quite a struggle there, so some games do go like that. Got to keep scoring and sacrifice a good rack leave. Board position will influence the moves you play, obviously, but yeah, it's just a very interesting game, Scrabble, how you have to make adjustments to sometimes the style of your play according to board position and synergy of tiles on the rack. So all in all, I think it was a good game considering the challenges posed by the racks. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.